Yo, you ever wanted to join the grind game? I bet you did. So this is how you do it. First, hit that subscribe button so you know. Second, hit the like button so we know you enjoyed the video. Third, hit the notification bell so you can always be first to what we post. And it's all about your grind, your motivation. If you have any lack thereof, you do not want to be part of this channel because this is grind game only.
Yo, what up? It's your boy ROll100 out here and going to run right quick. About to take my son with me on this dash. What's up? One thing about Skip the Dish, they a little different, and I'm gonna tell you what's a little different about them. I'm gonna show. If you got them in your area, you gotta purchase your bag from them. When you purchase your bag, it's 50 bucks in my area, and this is the bag you get. It's an insulated, and it's a nice size bag. You also get this bag, which is a piece of bag, but it's also can be used as a bag to hold bags inside as well. It's pretty nice size. I rarely ever use that bag unless I got a piece of, but honestly, certain size pieces can actually fit in this bag. What I normally do is I leave it on my back seat because I'm usually by myself. This is the first time I'm taking my son with me. When I come out of this store, boom, it's easy for me to just walk here, drop the bag inside of here, close it, hop in. And this keeps things incredibly warm or incredibly cool at the same time. So it says my shift is starting soon. Oh, I already got one. I ain't even ready to get started. So if you can see on my phone, I already got one. It say ready to drive. It's already paid for. So I'm gonna click ready to drive. And now I'm gonna head to this restaurant. Before I get started, I like to make sure I got everything I need now. Let's skip the dish. One thing about this is you gotta carry a bank. I'm gonna tell you why. Give me a second. You gotta carry a bank on you. That means you gotta have money. If you don't have that money on you, cause some of the orders are not paid for and they need to pay, and unlike DoorDash, they don't have a credit card, so you need to pay in cash for the person's order. Now, in my area, they tell you not to keep no more than $50 in change. And from my knowledge of it, basically, I haven't had to spend, really buy a lot of things. But usually, you go pick up something that's 10 bucks, and you go pick up like 20 bucks for it, and you end up getting paid 10 bucks for that order, and usually whatever the customer will tip you, which I find that dealing with cash, customers tip you a little bit more often when you're right there in their face if you do a good job. So that's the only, for some people, that's a downside. For me, it's cool. 50 bucks is not a lot to have on you. Of course, you want to be safe out here. But what I also find with Skip the Dish is that, you know what, most of their stuff, and before I get started, I'm still in my driveway, by the way, but I ain't gonna pull off until I put my seatbelt on, you know what I'm saying, to make sure we safe. But I'm gonna start heading to T's places where I'm going, and I already know where this is, so I'm just start driving that way. I'm not gonna worry about putting it into the GPS and nothing like that. Now, even though it's a nice and bright sunny day, I know you could probably look, my windows, it look like it's really bright. I'm in Cleveland, and it's like 37 degrees outside. It's cold, so it's not really the temperature, and what it looks like is probably really don't match up. But anyway, we're gonna go to T's place and we're gonna get this first order. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna talk you through this process of me going to get this order for Skip the Dish, and I'm gonna show you how I do it for them. So you wanna make sure before you get started, you got gas in your car, which honestly, I probably should have gassed up because I drove so much yesterday. I got about a quarter tank, but it's enough to get started. And if you stay above schedule, you got time to stop and get gas if you really need to. With Skip the Dish, you got to schedule in blocks. If you decide to schedule, they do 4-hour blocks. So right now it's 6 o'clock. It's actually 6:12. And I got my first order like probably 2 or 3 minutes after I logged in. And or maybe 5 minutes after I logged in. And basically, we're just gonna go and get this order. I'm gonna show you throughout this dash, and I'll edit this video, so you can see all of the important parts and you know what's important. And if you haven't subscribed to your boy ROll100, subscribe to your boy. I'm starting from fresh, so I need subscribers. I need people to share this information with. So if you want to be part of the grind gang, you gotta subscribe so you can be part of the grind gang, so I can share with you how to hustle and get this money. And I'm gonna try all these different grinds out for you, so you don't have to waste your time trying them out. I'm gonna tell you my experiences, and you can go from there. So right now we headed to T's place. In fact, yeah, let's just keep it moving. I'm the type of person, if you got an opportunity to keep moving versus sitting still, I like to keep moving. Only time I like to sit still is in between orders. Why? Well, Skip the Dish, first of all, they very good with GPS. They do a great job of matching you up with a restaurant that's close to where you are. And what they will do, they will send you back to the same restaurant, and you will go in the same 4-mile radius. You go to the restaurant, drop it off no more than 2 miles away, go back to the same restaurant, drop it off no more than 2 miles away. You'll do that 3 times, and then they'll send you from the last drop off, they'll send you somewhere close to that. So yeah, man, you stay busy with Skip the Dish. Now, what I can tell you also about Skip the Dishes is that you get paid a little less than what you get paid with DoorDash, in my experience. DoorDash orders seem to be a bit more. However, they are a lot less frequent, and DoorDash's orders are usually based on how far you're driving, and honestly, the reason why they're more because they concentrate in a larger area, whereas Skip the Dish, they concentrate based on your GPS. So even though they might service a large area, they will only give you jobs that go to, you know, that's around you and your GPS. Now, and by the way, this would have been $8.40. I don't know if you could see that, but they already tipped me $3.20 before I even go pick this order up. They can tip me, and they stated that's my tip, $3.20 already before I go pick this order up. Okay. One of the disadvantages that oh man, that's throwing me off. That's messing up my timing right there. One of the disadvantages that they have, to me, as far as I'm concerned, is like with DoorDash, you have an opportunity to text your customer. And from my experience, customers appreciate, not all of them, but 80 to 85% of the customers, they appreciate you texting them and saying, hey man, you know, just giving them an update on their order. So you definitely want to text your customers. Now, I'm pulling up at T's right now, and I'm swiping that I parked in the restaurant at 6:20. I was supposed to be picking up this order or arriving at 6:21. So I'm here. I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna see how long this order takes. So I just went in here to pick up this order, and this is a perfect opportunity. This is where I wanted to give it to you. So far I done spent about 6 or 7 minutes in on this order. Order is gonna be about, so far, $11. Now, I'm coming here to pick up this order. The order is paid for. Apparently, when I get in here, I talked to the owner. He said the food is pretty much ready. However, it was something that they didn't have at the merchant, and they needed to get back in touch with the customer to let them know that they didn't have that so they can have an opportunity to switch up the order. And they hadn't done that until just recently, so apparently they realized what it was, and it's going to take them 8 minutes. Now, they've already contacted Skip. Skip has already contacted me and said, hey, you know, just sit tight and wait for your order, and we'll pay you accordingly. So later on, when I'm going through my earnings, I will show you if I got any extra pay for this order at the end of the night. So other than that, I'll take a pause and I'm gonna come back when we finish delivering. All right, we just picked up this order. All right, so now we're gonna say we finally collected the order. We're gonna swipe that we collected the order. Now with this, it's another difference from DoorDash. Once you get the food, you gotta swipe that you collected the order. Once you swipe that you collected the order, you gotta swipe again to say you ready to start driving. And then you start to drive. Since what I normally do is use my iPhone, I usually just go ahead and type the address in there. But since I'm using it to record right now, and then I know where I'm going anyway, so it really don't matter. And like I said before, always know your city, learn your city as you're going around. Don't just follow the lines on the map. You know what I'm saying? Like, actually learn around where you're going, so that way you'll find quicker ways to get to where you're trying to go. You know what I'm saying? Now, once you slide, you got to slide that you're ready to drive, then you're ready to drive. Then it'll tell you to go to the customer. Okay, like I said, this customer appears to be at the hospital, at the emergency room, so I hope this shrimp or the scampi dinner is gonna make her day. But like I said, I have yet. Okay, we pull it. All right, we pulling up now at the hospital in the emergency room entrance. Hold on, right quick. As soon as I see her, I don't even know if it's park right here. I don't even know if she's there. Oh, okay, since she don't owe me no money, I was wondering, could I come in and bring it to her? I just didn't know the whole thing out. Swiped. Bet. So, we swiped, we dropped off, boom. We delivered. Before I go anywhere, toss my seatbelt on. So she was a security guard at the hospital, so she wasn't in a situation where she could just be down there waiting. So I just kind of took it in and gave it to the other officer that was right there, since she had already paid for it. That way I could swipe, get my money, and keep it moving. All right, my bad. So far they already paid me $20.04. And you see I ain't been on, you know, so I can love that.
Ain't fucking nothing about this heat. Ain't nothing but money.